I'm Ryan and I'm on a mission to live my best life and tick all the things I've ever wanted to do off my bucket list. This channel documents some of my adventures, and in this video I finally tick off one of the big ones, going to visit one of my friends in New Zealand and drive around in a camper van together. Roll the VT. Yes, we have made it to New Zealand. On the next leg, we are here at the Harbour Tourist Park in, I want to say, Uluru or somewhere. Uluru, I think it's called. And it's our first day. I picked up the van earlier today. Our first evening here. And this is home to a load of penguins, I think. You can see all the penguins that come off the beaches. So maybe we'll even see some penguins later tonight. I don't know. But we have got this lovely harbourside caravan park. Check this out. Absolutely blooming gorgeous. So, after a spot of lunch whipped up by Si, lovely, we had a stroll around the old district of Oamaru, and sadly no penguins here, or anywhere for that matter that we saw, but a nice bit of old historical interest and architecture as we wandered around the streets. It's a fascinating, very interesting place of some historical importance. Captain James Cook in Endeavour allegedly came nearby around 1770, and indeed European settlers appeared from as early as 1850, and much of the old architecture reflects this. This is a very cool steampunk HQ. Check this out. Pretty cool little art installation there, well worth $2 of anyone's money. Interestingly, the town itself went dry, prohibition from 1906 to 1960, but not anymore, and we found this brewery and we had a pint.
Right, we've got two options, which is we can continue further down south and then back up, like in here. And this is real nice, but then this is kind of just a little bit like plains and a little bit dull. Or we can come back on ourselves a little bit and back in here. And this route, I know, you go past quite a lot of lakes and rivers, and there's like quite a lot of hydropower and stuff. So
that sounds good.
I reckon we come in back here. We might just do a wee loop just from here just down to, this is one of my favourite beaches here.
Okay.
And that this, well, maybe we don't, because that's just going to add 20 minutes to the day. Yeah, I reckon we'll just come back.
Sounds good.
You game?
Yeah.
Alright, plan.
Day 2 of the road trip. Let's go. Bye, see you again. Thank you for having us. we are making our way to Queenstown, and we have just started to come up into the mountains, and we have stopped at, where are we?
We are at Waitaki.
Waitaki to look at the hydroelectric power setup, I think. Let's have a look. Enough electricity power to power 51,000 New Zealand homes per year. Wow, look at this setup. So we have made it to Queenstown, and we are here at Driftaway campsite. And how about this for a campsite view? There's our van just over my shoulder, and this is the view. Not bad.
Hopefully this goes all the way. Not sure if it will or not. Oh, hey!
It did go all the way, and we are now in Queenstown, which is situated on Lake Wakatipu, and as you can see, it was experiencing some wonderful British weather where it was raining as we had a wander around. And this is a really popular stop for pretty much everyone visiting, I think, the South Island of New Zealand. Queenstown is a real hub for tourism, and that's very much reflected in a lot of the commerce there, and it's really popular for adventure sports and also for ski as well. And that's why we're there, not for the ski but for the adventure sports, because one of the other things on my bucket list was to do a bungee jump. So I thought, what better place to do a bungee jump than the home of bungee jumping here in New Zealand. So we had a little stroll around. The bungee jump was the day after this, and again, these are some of the beautiful views from our campsite. Look at this. They do not make campsites like this in England, or if they do, I mean, gosh, I've not experienced them. Absolutely awesome, and a great way to finish up the day before flinging myself off a bridge tomorrow. Okay, so we made it up to the bridge. Look at these views. Holy smoke. And then we're about to jump 141 feet off this bridge into the river. I'm all strapped up and can't wait. Bucket list tick, one tick at a time. Let's go bungee. welcome to the video, and the first ever video within a video, because today we are in Queenstown, New Zealand for the main bucket list tick of camper van across New Zealand. But today we're also doing another separate tick within that, which is do my first ever bungee jump. So we are going to the home of bungee jumping. It's called AJ Hackett in Queenstown in New Zealand, and we're running late because we overslept.
And now there's traffic.
And now there's loads of traffic. So we are in a mad dash to try and make it in time for our start time and jump off a bridge or something similar. Let's go. Alright, so we're still in the van on our way there, and I just thought I would talk a little bit about the jump that we're actually doing. So it is, it's called the Kawarau Bridge Jump, and it says here it's 141 feet with a water touch option, which I will take if given. I assume that means you get your hands dunked in the thing, and that includes videos and photos, so hopefully I should just be able to edit in the full-on video from this as well. And this is like the original bungee jump from them, I'm pretty sure. So it's going to be pretty epic, I think. It says, as you shuffle out to the edge of the bridge, heart pounding and mind racing, remember this: you found yourself at the home of bungee. This is the original, where people come to test their limits. Are you ready to join them? Of course. Well, yes, I am ready. AJ Hackett, I don't know if that's his real name, but I am ready, and we will be there shortly. This must be the place. Very well done, Si. Get us here in the nick of time.
You just jump out, mate. Go. It's like parking spot. You just draw out, go.
Well, that is the bungee jump done. It was absolutely amazing. Such an adrenaline rush, as you would expect. I mean, it's just over so quick. You have get a bit of a rush of blood to the head as well, to say the least. But we came, we saw, we conquered, we bungeed one tick at a time. See you later. Alright, so we've done the bungee this morning, and we have now come back via Arrowtown, which is like a place of historical interest where they first found and panned for gold in 1860 something, and you can see a bit of this lovely area here. So Si's also just told me this is where you get all the sci-fi geeks coming, because they filmed a bit of one of the Lord of the Rings trilogy here apparently as well, but you know, I wouldn't know anything about that. But we have just done a 7k trail run and hike, so that was pretty good fun. Got some amazing views from the top, and now we're going to head back. We've got another night tonight in Frankton, I think it's called, where we're staying, just outside Queenstown, and then we'll be back on the road. See you there. We are on the move. It is day 4, I think, and we are moving from Queenstown to Wanaka. But look, we have just stopped to do the tourist thing and take some photos, because look at this. Look at these views. They're going to get even better over here, so we'll just head up there now and have a look.
Peruse the view, survey your kingdom.
Exactly. Okay, and we have made it to Wanaka, and as you can see, more terrible views. Well, we've just had a spot of lunch here in Wanaka Overlook, and again, check out these ridiculous views. We've just sat at these chairs right here and had a cup of tea. Those chairs, this view. And these have been pretty typical views of what we've seen throughout New Zealand so far. It's been amazing, and I think we're now going to get the bikes out and we're going to go for a bit of trial riding for a couple of hours this afternoon before moving on to our next campsite. It's all action, it's all go. Let's go. Another day, another amazing campsite, more incredible views. Look at this, absolutely amazing. We are at Glendhu Bay or something, or Bungy Bay or something Bay. And today's been a total vibe. We've been mountain biking today. We've been traveling. We went across Wanaka. I'm not really sure actually. I'm very bad with remembering all the names of places. I'm also not sure you're going to be able to hear any of this above the splashing ocean, which is not 6 foot in front of me. It's not an ocean, it's a lake, probably. Look at that view though. And that has been so typical of this trip, just like totally amazing views everywhere that we have gone. And in a minute, I'm going to do a little guided tour of Felix. Felix is our camper van. All right, so this is Felix the van. Here she is. He is, I guess, Felix. Everything one could need from a little camper van. This comes down, there's a bed behind here, which is where Si's been sleeping, and I've been sleeping up there in the top bunk. We've got this nice table, we've got like all these bench seats, we've got fridge, sink, kettle to cook in, here's the cab up top, everything we could possibly want. And boy oh boy, has it made me want to make sure that I finally buy a camper van when I get home. One, look at that. Wow. We have been on the move again, and now we have stopped off at the viewpoint for Lake Hawea. Don't know if I'm saying that right. It's another New Zealand name that I'm butchering, but this looks like it's going to be pretty decent views.
Not even too bad.
Welcome to this episode of Lunchtime in the Van.
Just keep this closed, otherwise we're just going to fill up with sandflies.
We do not want to do that. So this is a fairly standard lunchtime stop. What have we got for lunch today? Let's see what's in.
Can you throw us the keys, narrator, please? I'm just gonna
I think you've got the. I think you've got the.
Oh, have I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We got some pita breads. All right, so some pita breads. What else have we got? Oh, you know we've got the hummus. We got all the hummus. Lisa's original hummus. Pretty good. We got some of that. I think we got some cucumber. We got some cucumber going on. We got some of these epic crisps. Snacker Changi Amazing Crisps or something they're called. And they are pretty good. Oops, see the little table comes down like that. And then there we go, little spot for lunch. Don't think we're not getting our 5 a day. There's our little fruit bowl, and it's going to be good. All right, so we have stopped to go to, it's called Blue Pools.
The Blue Pools.
Blue Pools, and we've been somewhat lucky because on our way through the other way, only an hour ago, the whole thing was closed down. And when Si looked it up on the Tinterweb, it suggested it was going to be closed all weekend, but as luck would have it, as we've come back passing through, turns out it's open. So here we are, and we've got some UK weather, mostly drizzle, and we've just been up Haas Pass Lookout, which we couldn't see much because it was
wasn't much to look out.
Not much of a lookout, but it was a nice leg burn going up there. So now we're going to wander down to the Blue Pools, which I'm hopeful, as their name would suggest, would be fairly picturesque. Are they?
They're lovely. Yeah.
They're lovely.
Absolutely.
See you there.
New Zealand suspension bridge, mate.
Well, hey.
This is quite a nice wide one. Sometimes they're just 3 wires with the fences kind of coming in at the side.
Yeah. Can feel a bit of movement under your feet. Yeah. Not bad, eh?
Very nice.
All right, and we have landed at our 4th and final, sadly, campsite of the trip. We are back in Wanaka? Who knows how to pronounce any of these New Zealand words. And this is, again, another like sort of surf town, so we're going to go and check some of that out later. But also there is a cool bay here where they have, mercifully, a park run. So I can do park run number 101 tomorrow morning. Awesome. Welcome back to Felix the Van, and somewhat of a reflective clip. So we've got some local plonk, Pinot Noir. It comes from the this district, so it feels only right to have a camping mug with some Pinot Noir to reflect on this, as it is the penultimate evening of the camping road trip. This is our last campsite tonight. Tomorrow we do still have the van, and tomorrow actually we've been invited to a very cool private party on a farm, which I may or may not be allowed to film at. But so this is pretty much going to be the end of the New Zealand leg and the big old tick on the bucket list. And it has been so worth it. It has been so worth it. And for years I've said I'm going to come and see Si, my friend, and one of my best mates. And we've been friends for nearly 30 years. And he's been living out here for more than a decade. And every year I've said to myself, I'm going to come, I'm going to come, I'm going to come, I'm going to come. And I just never have until this year. And it just goes to show that you can't just keep putting stuff off and putting stuff off and putting stuff off, because eventually we're going to run out of time. And I'm blessed that I managed to get over here in time to make this all happen. But also it's been a good reflection and a reminder for me that I mustn't just continue to put things off, because tomorrow never comes. And not only that, but it's certainly not promised to all of us. And I think the more I reflect on these moments, the more it makes me grateful that I get a chance to do this kind of stuff. But also it reminds me that you've got to go and do this stuff whilst you still can. Time waits for none of us, and it absolutely is running out. Tomorrow morning we've got a park run here to close up the New Zealand leg of this mega trip, and indeed to tick off the final part of the tick of the camper van across New Zealand that's been on my bucket list for as long as I can remember. But finally we've done it, and it's been an absolute blast.